towards spreading the awareness of expressive arts. So I thought to do something cool and fun. Welcome to my talk show, Expressive Arts with Akshata, to listen to the untold stories of the facilitators who've been working in this field for quite some time. So stay tuned as we welcome each facilitator to tell about their journey with expressive arts. Welcome to Expressive Arts with Akshata. Today is episode number 1 and I'm extremely excited. Also because I have one of my closest friends and peers, Mugdha Shivapurkar. Hi. Hello Mugdha, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, what's happening?
Just finished work. I'm here for the interview, I'm more excited.
Okay, let's just start. So I'm going to ask you the first question. And the first question is, tell me something about your life, your journey with expressive arts.
Okay. So firstly, expressive arts, as in you want me to talk more about probably the dancing that I've done or the
anything that
bit that I've done.
Everything, right from your dance to visual art to what kind of work that you do right now, right from the beginning to the present.
Okay. So I was I think 6 or 7 when I first went to my Kathak class, and my sister was dancing there, and I was like, I really wanted to do that, and that is when I told my mom that I want to study this. But it was a few years later that they enroll you post 8.
Yeah.
So that is when actually Kathak began for me, and from then on there's never been looking back. So in school I have done dancing. So dance was something that I started associating with very early on in life, and right from doing choreographies to sangeets to random freak out dancing here and there. I have done every single bit of it. So I think the expressive art that I would identify most with would be dancing, and I have tried to incorporate that with everything that I currently do.
So, yes. Okay, nice. Just to add on, this is more to do with performing as a dance form.
Yeah.
When it comes to, expressive arts therapy, would you like to share a little bit about your journey from there?
Yes. So psychology is another one of my biggest passions. Like if I were to choose, I couldn't. So it's always been dance and psychology. And I was looking for things to be able to merge these two when I wasn't really sure about what. But then when I was doing my master's in Ferguson, that is when I came across a dance movement therapy workshop. And I attended it, and I think that was life-changing for me. So I attended the workshop, I experienced how they use movement as a form of therapy and as a form of healing, and I wanted to get into that. So I did the dance and movement therapy course, and since then I've been using dance as a medium of healing. So I use it in counseling sessions as well as with corporate workshops. It's amazing.
Great, that's great to know, Mugdha. My second question to you is, one changing moment for you with the use of arts?
Okay, interesting. So I never really did painting and coloring a lot. So visual art therapy is also something that I explored eventually. After I did dance and movement therapy, I thought that I should look into more mediums. So I did visual art therapy as well, and that is where I got introduced to things like mandalas or collage making and painting and coloring. And there was once this collage activity that we were doing, and it was the health collage where we were supposed to cut out things and stick them all over, things that we relate to, things that our goals are, like a vision goal. And I couldn't get up. So our time limit was something 45 to 50 minutes. I was sitting there for 1.5 hours because it was so overwhelming that, oh, I wanted this, I wanted that, and I wanted to take all those pictures. And I think that is where there was this one shift that happened. That, oh, there's so much more about me that I need to know, need to learn, or I would say in terms of goal setting, in terms of understanding where I'm lacking, in terms of self-confidence, self-esteem. There was so much that one simple cutting pictures out of magazine and sticking gave me. That I would say that was my shift. That was where I knew, oh, I have to do a lot of self-work, and that is where it began. Then of course therapy, doing more counseling.
Okay, nice. Thank you for sharing. The next question, Mugdha, give me a few reasons why you think people should make use of expressive arts or expressive art-based therapy.
So, firstly, it works, definitely. Since I've experienced it, I would always recommend going towards a form of art. Also, I would say childhood is connected a lot with arts. Like we've always been drawing, coloring, crafting. We've been associated with music and dancing. So if you look at it psychotherapeutically, then bringing in your childhood and focusing on healing if there are any issues there. Expressive art therapy would be one of the best mediums to take oneself back, work on probably whatever has happened, and also it's fun. It gives me pure joy and happiness. So I think using expressive arts would definitely be something that would give happiness to people who are experiencing it. So that's it.
Okay, and as you probably understand this, it's comparatively a new field, and many people don't know about what expressive arts is. But as a community, like we're coming together every single day and like trying to do something to like spread awareness. I would really appreciate if you could tell me like few things personally that you do to spread awareness of expressive arts. Or as you said, like dance movement has been your main form. So I mean, what do you do personally?
Okay, so apart from being a movement therapy facilitator, I'm also a teacher.
Yeah.
So I teach psychology in a college, and that is where I think I'm putting out expressive arts to a great extent. So telling my students about it, applying some of those techniques in my lectures, or introducing them to let's say a visual art activity in the middle of the class, or just making them get up and do a role play. Okay, you're studying schizophrenia. Let's try. One of you enact. So giving them the experiential bit of it has actually helped, and I think that is where I'm spreading awareness from my side, like making the new generation of psychologists aware that there are fields apart from just doing a master's, like a formal master's, and there's something much more you can do in terms of therapy. So students are the people where I'm taking expressive arts therapy to.
That's great. That's great because like they will go further and spread awareness with you. So what are the success stories with expressive arts?
So when I did the dance and movement therapy course and the visual art. So visual art was where it started off, I think, for me. The shift that there's a lot of self-work that needs to happen. So when I was doing the dance therapy course, one part of it is the foundation where you're only doing self-work, and then you're training to be a facilitator. So those first, I think, 10, 12 days were all about finding so many things about me. We did something called the body maps. I don't know about that. And body map was the shift. Like so, I think I've always connected with colors as well. So when I was doing movement and then putting it on paper, that changed a lot. So the person that I was before the course and the person that I became later was definitely someone who was more centered, more healed, and mainly majorly more healing. Like healing was something that happened for me. I found support, that I found people who I could share my deepest struggles with, and I found movement. So apart from the structured dancing that I was doing for so many years, I found my inner movement, and that inner movement created the shift, that I could express emotions, like channelize emotions through movement. And so I think success story would be me improving for the better, and I think it's still happening. It is still every day is a new change and new learning for me. So,
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. And when you look at the next 5 years, where do you see expressive arts as a field moving forward?
it's growing, definitely. It's a slow process. Of course, the awareness of it outside India is more. But I see it growing. I see people wanting to do workshops like this, even if it's not a course right now. But I'm really looking forward to people getting a chance to train in this in terms of a diploma or a degree, and getting formal training, getting more understanding, in-depth knowledge about the field, because the field has various benefits.
Sure. Yeah.
So my outlook for it for the next 5 years would be training. More than awareness in terms of counseling, because I think a lot of therapists and counselors are now using it. Like with children with special needs and all, art is something that is very naturally being used. So it is coming into therapy, the awareness of it increasing is something. And I think it's happening. Like there are people like you who are taking interviews, who are meeting more and more people and spreading knowledge about dance therapy or expressive art. So yeah, training is something that in the next 5 years will definitely.
Okay, great. It's lovely to have that sneak peek into your life with a lot of things that I wasn't too sure about. Yeah, I didn't know a few things.
Okay.
So that was great. But we move on to our rapid fire round.
And
yes, we are ready for that one. We have 5 questions, and the first thing that comes to your mind, there's no buzzer or anything, you just say it out loud, okay? One quality that makes you the facilitator that you are today.
I light up the room.
You light up the room, okay. One reaction that you get when you tell people what you do.
Hey.
Can you do that again for us?
Hey.
Okay, one go-to art.
Dance.
Dance.
Of course.
How expressive are you?
Do I have a skill?
No, you just have to tell us how expressive are you.
On scale of 1 to 10, I'm 50. I don't even see the amount in which I'm moving, so yeah.
Okay. Using one of these art forms, so we have some paints here with paper, we have a drum, we have that prop which you can move around with, and we have these boom backers that make some music. Using one of these, I want you to express what you feel about expressive arts.
One of these multiple.
I'm going to leave it up to you.
Can I
yes.
Compete against each other? Or
each other, or maybe one with on your hand.
I'm doing this because I haven't worked with music a lot, so I want
Done.
to try this first. Interesting, but I think I'll still go with coloring. Okay, so can I tell you more?
Yes, please.
Firstly, expressive arts is very flowing and it has its own mind and it can go everywhere and it can take you places. So these are the different places that I'm going with expressive arts, and this is self-reflection. Okay, and that is what expressive arts means to me. So if I'm just seeing one part, expressive art is the tool that is helping me open up and look at more and more. Okay, so that's it.
Great, Mugdha. Thank you so much for sharing your energy and spirit and your story, your journey. It's quite inspiring for me to just listen to everyone who comes and shares their stories, and it was great. You've been my first speaker, so I'm very, very grateful for you. I don't have a hamper to give you.
Okay.
For the rapid fire, but I definitely do have a hug to give you. So thank you so much.
Thank you for calling me.
I
had fun. I did not know.
So here we had Mugdha, and she was absolute joy to talk to, and I got to know more about her, which I didn't know before. So that's great. That's Mugdha Shivapurkar, now Bhave, and that's because she's just got married. But yeah, wait for the next episode to see a new speaker who comes in next and shares their story, their untold story. So see you next time.